Epics and their portrayals. In this lesson, I try to take you around how the Indian epics have been central themes of paintings, sculpture and art for over centuries. Though it is difficult to show the images of Rama and Sita in various art forms since the times that the Ramayana is believed to have occurred, the major form of art and sculpture is replete with visuals of the Ramayana and its various celebrating events. Likewise, it is difficult to prove that the images of the Mahabharata found on the art forms such as paintings and sculpture were as old as the times that it is believed to have happened. Yet, from the ancient times to the modernist era, the Ramayana and Mahabharata and its characters appeared to be capturing the imagination of the artist without a break. To enlighten the students about the manner various art forms have attempted to capture the events of the Ramayana and Mahabharata, to inform the learners about the significance of such paintings and other art forms in preserving these unique epics. The Ramayana is an ideal and inspirational epic not even for the poet and writers, but for the artists too. Through the ages, the Ramayana has narrated in various styles of schools of Indian art. The light and shades of the life of King Rama is shown in the life of every human. The Ramayana has depicted from the folk art to the classical arts and even on the walls of various temples and palaces. That is the scene of the marriage ceremony of Rama, Sita in Virupaksha temple, Rama and Hanuman in Lepakshi temple, Rama, Sita in Vishnu temple, the Shriyan of Rama, Lakshmana and Sugriv and the coronation of Rama in Pundrika temple at Vijayanagar, incarnation of Vishnu as Rama and Swayamvara of Sita at Prasanna Venkatraman temple, 10th incarnation of Vishnu, fight of Rama, Ravana returning Sita Rama to Ayodhya at Narasimha temple in Mysore, depiction of whole Ramayana at Rama temple, scenes of Ramayana in Padmanabheswari's temple, scene of Yajna by Dasharatha for children, exile of Rama and Sita and Lakshmana, coronation of Rama etc. at Matancheri Mahal at Kerala. Apart from the given examples, there are numerous places in India where the Ramayana has depicted in different forms and genres of arts. Ramayana had become a renowned theme for paintings in the miniature school of Rajasthani, Mughal and Pahari. During the medieval times, this art has flourished on the walls, adopting a strong tradition of Pattachitra that had spread not only in India but also in China, Korea, Japan, Cambodia, Java, Sumatra, Lanka, Nepal, Tibet and Afghanistan. This Pattachitra had made on the palm leaves, cloth and paper and helped spread religious beliefs in different countries in interesting and effective way. Artists have produced 39 religiously staunch and painted Kalpasutra, Kalkacharya Khada, Markandeya Puran, Durga Saptasati, Rati Rahasya, Kamasutra with generosity. This kind of art form has flourished completely during the Gupta's period. The caves of Ajanta, Ellora and Bagh are the examples of this development. Gupta period has elaborated as the golden period of Indian art by the historians and art critics. Further, the growth of various arts has interrupted because of political imbalance caused due to the attacks of invaders. But slow and steady arts have maintained the developing process. In this journey, glimpse of the developing style of Rajasthani miniatures painting has flourished in various principalities of Rajasthan. Rajasthan paintings are also known as Rajput paintings. The term Rajput is employed because all the works discussed above have been patronage of Rajput princes. It conveniently summarizes the broad distinction from Mughals era of paintings. Rajput paintings is a counterpart for the vernacular literature of Hindustan. Rajput art has created the magic world in art, that is, heroic man, beautiful, passionate, shy but bold women, tamed wild beasts. This is the world depicted by Rajput painters, inheriting diverse traditions. Rajasthani school has displayed a rich range of expression. Mewar, Bandi, Kota, Jaipur and Kishangarh in eastern Rajasthan and Jodhpur, Bikaner and Jaisalmer in the western region became the important centers of painting. The Rajput belonged to the warrior class and claimed descent from Rama, the hero of the epic of Ramayana. Rajput paintings have provided vast information of customs, costumes, architecture and religion. In the earlier style of paintings, the two-dimensional effect was enhanced with flat application of color. Some of the night scenes are depicted as if in the full sunlight. In the paintings Rajput style, both the interior and exterior of Rajput palaces has been painted. Rajasthani painters were inspired with the religious and secular literature sources. For the painting, themes were selected from Puranas, epics, Bhagavat Purana and Devi Mahatmyam. From the Puranas, Vishnu Purana, Shiva Purana, Markandeya Purana, etc. are of the favorite subjects. Ramayana and Mahabharata are both celebrated epics and are painted with versatility in different styles of Rajasthani miniature paintings. Some other themes were also used for paintings. They are Brahmasa and Ragamala. In Brahmasa, an artist has depicted the changes of 12 seasons of India with keen observation and minute details and how that affected the human in a pleasant way. Artist has elaborated different musical moods according to specific iconographic rules in Ragamala paintings. Popular love ballads, namely Dhola Maru, Sohini, Mahiwala, Madhavanala, Karmakandala, Naladamayanti, Hamira Hatha, Laila Majnu, etc. all are provided themes that were frequently taken up by the painter. Rajput paintings have unveiled a forgotten world of beauty which has been created in a forgotten span of time. Mughal paintings, freed from religious association, renounced iconic and symbolic representations in favor of non-symbolic and descriptive visual documents of contemporary life, while depicting themes relating to the legends and myths of Islam. For example, in the illustration of the Hamzanama, the artist's visual narratives are simply interpretative and their choice of subject matter to represent the themes is only functional. Similarly, in the treatment of themes illustrating great Hindu epics like Ramayana and Rajmanama, Harivansha, the Mughal artist's approach to the subject matter is purely documented. Their descriptive visual narratives do not appear to have arisen from religious sentiments. Both the epics, the Ramayana and Mahabharata, are well depicted in artworks Pattachitra to Pahari school. Different incidents of epics were painted in various sub-school of miniature. The story was indifferent according to Valmiki Ramayana, Tulsi Ramcharitmanas, Vedavyas Mahabharata and other regional versions of the epics. Here the description of text from the epics is presented through the visual manner in the form of miniature painting. Kangra style Pahari painting, early 19th century, paper 40.6 into 55.7 centimeters, collection from National Museum. In this painting, artist has narrated one of the very first scenes from Balakand of the epic Ramayana. Artist has depicted sage Valmiki and sage Narada sitting at the hermitage of sage. There, sage Narada has urged him to write about the story of Rama after narrating the story to him. Artist has depicted the scene as beautifully as it seems an exotic landscape. At the center point of the space, artist has placed a thatched hut. Inside that some cloths are hanging on a rope. One sage is sitting in front of the hut, but sage Valmiki and sage Narada are sitting at the right side of the hut. A holy river has shown at both sides of hermitage. At the foreground, some small mounds were depicted at both the right and left side with light color grass and red and white forest flowers. Artist has depicted the environment in the light colors, trees in dark colors, and so the environment seems to be very pleasant and divine in such peaceful and spiritual surroundings. The red cloths of sage Narada have become the central point of the viewer. Rama and Lakshmana discovered the dying crane. Illustration to the Hindu epic. The Ramayana, Malwa, Central India, circa 1630, size 6.5 inch. Gopal Krishna Kanodia collection, Calcutta. In the present, miniature artist has shown the incident. Rama followed by his brother Lakshmana in search of Sita. Here the dying vulture is Jatayu, who bravely countered Ravana's efforts of abduction of Sita. Ravana mortally wounded Jatayu and its blood was trickling from the neck. For Rama, it was a ray of hope about the search of the wife Sita. The painting has presented the calm approach of logic with simple composition, dramatic juxtaposition of colors and gentle lines. Gouache on paper, Pahari, first quarter of the 19th century from a Kangra workshop size 26.5 into 33 centimeters, collection of Mr. Gopal Krishna Kanoria, Patna. Artist has depicted Rama and Lakshmana seating by the side of a cave. Rama was identified due to his blue complexion and dress of exile. Lakshmana wearing headgear of green leaves and is sitting with Rama. Here artist has shown the impatience of Rama through his gesture. In spite of support of monkeys, Rama has depicted in hopeless position. Although the character of Rama has explained as the embodiment of dhairya, patience and morality in the Valmiki Ramayana, artist has lifted the viewer of the painting through the depiction of the state of mind of the principal character. From a Ramayana series, Pahari, first quarter of 18th century, from the family workshop of Siu Nainsukh, size 22 into 31 centimeters, Chandigarh Museum, Chandigarh. In this miniature, artist has used the convention of continuous narration to evoke a sense of wonder. On the same leaf, artist has depicted Surpanaka first as a beautiful woman persuading Rama, then Lakshmana has cut off her nose, and finally artist has depicted her flying off. Then she is depicted as the demon, huge, weird and dark, with a curling tongue, long fangs, bristling hair and pendulous bess. Artist has narrated a complete incident in a single artwork. The fight between Jatayu, the vulture and Ravana. From the Ramayana series, Gaushi of paper, Pahari, first quarter of 18th century, Bharat Kala Bhavan, Varanasi. Artist had illustrated the feeling of devotion of Jatayu in the painting to the depiction of their episode. Jatayu had fought courageously with the 10-headed and 20-armed Ravana, the demon king of Lanka. In the battle, Ravana has pierced Jatayu's body with a spear and then hacked his mighty wings with the axe. Artist has depicted Sita in the right corner, smaller than Jatayu and Ravana. This painting belongs to a large series, more than 270 leaves, popularly referred to as the Shangri Ramayana, with reference to the small place in Kulu. Mancoat, circa 1700-1710, size 169 into 267 centimeters. In this miniature, artist has depicted the episode of the death of Vali. Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriv, Hanuma standing around the dead body. Tara, wife of dead Vali, is lamenting and sitting on the floor with white cloths and loose hair. Prince Angada has grasped his father's feet in grief. It seems that the tree is bending in sorrow to give the shelter the sorrowful woman. Rama and Lakshmana bemoaning the loss of Sita, Pahari school, Chambakalam, Kangra idiom, circa 1780 to 1785. After return back, both brothers Rama and Lakshmana could not found Sita at the hermitage. Even the things were mismanaged. Rama overwhelmed with sorrow and seems like soulless here. Both brothers searched for her at nearby places, at the lake, hills, caves, garden, but they could not find any trace of her. Even driven by anxiety, Rama has asked from trees, birds, animals and flowers about beloved Sita. In the miniature, the whole scene is composed in the center space in front of the hut. Both brothers have shown with their face downcast. Around the hut, everything appears in disarray. In the painting, Rama has looked crestfallen as his cap is lying on the ground and garland scattered in pieces. To symbolize the condition, the birds and animals are not in pair but single in the miniature. Folio 30R, 30 into 18 centimeters, inscribed Tara Basavan Ammal, Miskin, figure 0.24. This is very important painting but has distorted form, the left side and from the bottom side. Here artist has depicted the inside view of royal palace and the human forms as composed in the foreground. In the painting, artist has narrated the episode of King Dasharatha's death due to the departure of his favorite son Rama with brother Lakshmana and newlywed wife Sita to the exile for 14 years. Artist has placed the dead body of King Dasaratha at the floor covered with white cloths. He was surrounded by his three queens, Kaushalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi. All three queens have depicted here with loose hair. One queen is sitting at the head side and the other two queens are sitting at the feet side. Space on the low height bed. On the right side space, two female servants are standing. One of them has astonished after seeing the mourning environment in the royal palace, and other woman has shown holding a utensil in the right hand and a fan in the left hand. Artist has shown the emptiness of the environment. In this miniature painting, artist has made floral design all around in the background, but that design is not overloading the composition. Kangra style, Pahari, early 19th century. In this miniature painting, artist has beautifully projected the main event. This painting has shown the episode of when Sita has left his ideal husband King Rama and her mother Earth has appeared to take her back. For this painting, artist has divided the space through the formation of wall and architectural formation. Thus, artist has separated the space of royal palace and depicted in the inside open area of the royal palace. So, many people have gathered for the great ceremony of Ashwamedha Yajna performed by their king Rama. Among them, sage Valmiki, sage Vishwamitra, Bharat Lakshmana, Shatrughna, Hanuma, Sugriva, Jambavant, Queen Kausalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra and the wives of the princess Lavakusha and others family members and people of kingdom have depicted there. The hearts of Ashwamedha Yajna has also depicted at the foreground. Some women are peeping out from the windows and some others from the terrace to witness the ceremony. But instead of the ceremony of Ashwamedha Yajna, an unexpected incident has happened when daughter of King Janaka and wife of King Rama has called her mother Earth to appear and took her back in her laps from this earthly world. In the center, artist has depicted Sita folding her hands sitting in the lap of lady called Mother Earth. The Mother Earth has shown sitting on the throne. So many gods and goddesses have appeared from the clouds in the sky to witness the incident. Artist has applied white color in the sky and as well as in the wall, but separated them with a thin line. Artist has repeated red, yellow and white color majorly, but he has maintained the significance of each form. The Mahabharata. The Mahabharata, an ancient Hindu epic, has its own aesthetic value. This aesthetic is the beauty of perception and every human being gets associated with it. This leads the human form Sagun to Nirgun. Sagun can be measurable, understood and visible by all, and Nirgun is intangible, immeasurable, unseen but felt by all. In terms of characters, the Mahabharata have been crafted as anomalous personalities with the reflection of all the light and dark shades of life. The epic is witnessing the law that as the oyster makes its own shell, so the mind of man creates and necessitates his own life and fate. The whole philosophy of the epic is implicit in this romance, just as it is in the common household life. For more than the national tradition, it embodies the national morality. Thus, the principal concern of Mahabharata is the relationship of the self with the self almighty and with others. The great epic provides us a method to understand the human condition itself. The narrator Maharshi Vedavyas has shown 1,000 of tales, some more and less ancient have been embedded in its interstices. Yet this great epic moves on from one end of the poem to the other with the full of swiftness and various shades of life. It is more subtle and relevant for the present social intercourse which it portrayed many years before. In the present form, the Mahabharata has 18 sections called Parv, of which the first section establishes the context of the rivalry between Pandavas and the Kauravas. The next 3 build up to the war. Then come 6 sections describing the 60 emotional, material and spiritual consequences of the war. Thus, the story and the narrative of the Mahabharata seem to be so close to our life and society that it reflects in the poetry, prose through the different writers from the very earliest to now. Through the ages, the writers and the poets depicted their emotions and agony in different languages, as the Indian subcontinent is a collage of many languages. So, Mahabharata has also been written in various regional languages, but the Mahabharata written by Veda Vyas is in Sanskrit and much popular among the masses. The epic has mingled with revenge, agony, grief, sorrow, power, justice, equality, truth, respect, love, governance and many other emotions with religious beliefs. Beyond religion, these issues are still relevant from the common household life to the great art forms. Mahabharata has been depicted not only by the poets or writers but also by the artists. Artists have illustrated the essence of the epic in different styles. Somehow the story of Mahabharata reflects our society. That creates similarity between the stories of the epic and with the common people. Every human being has the best and worst in him. It is a situation that make one known for one's quality. Mahabharata has been painted from the folk to the classical arts. The epic has been transformed into painting on the walls of many temple palaces in India. Some of that are named such as Ellora, scene of the self-motivation of Arjuna, Arjuna Ghar, Abhimanyu in Chakravyuha, Kaurav Pandav and Krishna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Mahabalipuram Chakravyuha, battle scene Kurukshetra, Lingaraj temple, scene of the Pandavas' departure to heaven, Pattadkal in Mallikarjun temple, Swarup Ravananugraha, Panchapandav, Subhadra, scene of the game of Chaucer, Duryodhan in Vaishampayan Sarovar, Abhimanyu in Chakravyuha, Kirataraju, Bhim, Duryodhan, etc. Vijayanagar in Virupaksha temple, the scene of Arjun is participating in Draupadi Swayamvar, wedding of Arjun, Bhishma lying on the arrow's bed in Lepakshi temple, the scene of Arjuna receiving the blessings of Shiva, Arjuna meditating, Krishna driving the Arjuna's chariot, Draupadi's marriage to Arjun in Krishna's presence has been depicted. Mysore, the scene of great war of Kurukshetra, preaching of Krishna to Arjuna, Krishna driving Arjuna's chariot is in Narasimha temple, Kerala. In Vishnu temple, the scene from the Mahabharata has been painted on its wall. Somanathpur, in Keshav temple, the scene of the assassination of the demon Hidimbi by Bhim. Hoyasileshwar temple, the scene of the fight between Arjun and Karna, story of Arjun and Krishna, Draupadi Swayamvar, fight of Arjun and Bhishma, Chakravyuha, Bhishma on the bed of arrows, Bhim killing the elephant, the detailed depiction of the Bhishma Parva, Dron Parv and Karna Parv. Rajasthan, a scene from the Mahabharata on the Nala Damayanti legend is also illustrated on the walls of Badar Mahal in Bundi. Panchapandav Mandap, Draupadi Radh, Nakul Sahadev Radh, Arjun Radh, Dharmaraj Radh, Bhim Radh in Mahabalipuram. Various scenes from Mahabharata have been depicted in Jagannath temple in Puri. Mahabharata has been depicted in the miniature paintings of Rajasthan, Mughal and Pahari schools. In Mughal period, Mahabharata has been translated from Sanskrit to Persian language under the name of Rajmanama in the reign of the Emperor Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar. The Indian religious and political literature of all periods, both Sanskrit and vernacular, contain incidental references to paintings, Chitrasala, sufficient by themselves to prove the continuity of the art without any doubt. Thus, it is evident that although painting did not remain forever, yet as the poetry and music, paintings also have its significant position among the other arts in India. The old Indian schools of various classical and folk art like the dance, music, drama, paintings has survived in considerable vigor almost to the present day. Rajasthani paintings are those works which have been painted in Rajputana. Thus, Rajput miniature painting school has flourished at the various centres of Rajasthan. Ragmala, Gita, Govinda, Chaura, Panchasikha, Kamasutra, epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata are some themes that inspired Rajasthani paintings. In Rajasthani paintings, the epics Ramayana and Mahabharata are one of the major themes for narration, which continues to develop and proliferate into expressive variability with the decades. Other themes also developed, with many at first seem rather precious, into the representation of women in the infinite variety of their mood, including the visualization of the musical moods, but the tradition of Barahamsa, seasonal songs, will infiltrate into these traditions too and tone down the preciosity developed by an over classicized sophistication. Still later, they will be annexed by Krishna and epics theme and thus won back to a current that is ages old, that can insulate itself in the hearts of young and old and of all strata of society. For ages, humans used to lead their life with a positive belief on the human himself or herself and on nature. But in the beginning, she was afraid of nature. Gradually, she or he started to believe it and worship it. Thus, human has established such understanding with nature, which has developed with the growth of human as the time passes. Human has associated with his cultural heritage, history, mythological stories and rituals by the childhood stories, ancient history, poems, movies, cartoons, rituals, religious performances that has formed the direction and philosophy of human being through which he proceeds in life and has expressed and shares his experience and intellect. But in this process, an artist has to be more conscious with the sources when he is collecting new perspectives in mythology.